Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to do this video. This is again another edition on my Growing Through Depression, and I wanted to do one on forgiveness. Partially because I haven't always been the most forgiving person based on what I perceived forgiveness was. To me, forgiveness is the concept, or it was the concept of getting over something. Somebody does something to you, you get over it and move along. And I've never been one of to get over something. I believe you have to get through something. So I kind of wanted to, first of all, I want to share. There was a time in my life where I was really hurt by somebody I cared about, and there's a video that Tarek BB has up about forgiveness, and I'll make sure to tag this on the bottom in the comment, well, in the description section of this video. Over the years, I've learned to forgive in my own way, because forgiveness to me is not forgetting. What forgiveness is to me is forgiveness is recognizing that forgiveness to me starts with forgiving myself. Because you ever heard the saying, the fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me? Well, all to me it is a lesson. So if somebody does something to you, we tend to take things personal and think it's personal. But the reality is, if you step back and look at the situation and look at that person, you'll notice a lot of times that what that person did wasn't personal to you. It's just a pattern that they have in their life. So to me, when I start going through the forgiveness process, the first thing I have to do is forgive myself of, okay, why do you continue to find yourself in this situation with this person? Because normally that's what happens. Normally, and I'm not the kind of person, like some people get upset over petty things. Little things aren't going to bug me. It's when you make conscious choices to do the wrong thing. And so it's a matter of, to me, when you end up in those situations, it's really like somebody handing you a blueprint to that person at that particular time. Not saying that person can't change, but at that particular time, that's who that person is. It really has nothing to do with you. It's not personal. Like I said, if you watch, you'll notice that they do it to other people, and they're just used to that being how they interact or how they deal. I think the difference between me and one reason I used to hold grudges is because I'm a thoughtful person. I'm a cautious person. And so to me, the idea of being sorry never made sense. There's a saying from my grandmother that used to always say, she didn't make any sorry children or grandchildren. And the idea of saying sorry to me is so minimal. And to kind of give you an example, because I believe you shouldn't be sorry, you should do better. And perfect example, my father, who's done so much, been so many things, was a police officer back in the 70s. And in the 70s, when he started realizing that there were a lot of innocent people going to jail, why, for example, the guilty person, the whole community knew who was guilty, but the court system would place certain people in prison. He said back in the 70s that we're going to end up having to pay for this at one point. And I don't know if he meant literally pay, but at this point, that's what it is. You look at all the states now that are paying out millions of dollars to now pay back people that they've had in prison for 10, 15, and 30 years that they now find are innocent. And I think the problem that I have with the payment, to me, the payment is like saying sorry. Okay, we locked you up for the majority of your young life. We're sorry. Take this amount of money and go on with your life. But the problem is you haven't done anything with the justice system to make it better so this doesn't occur again. So to me, in order for me to say that I can forgive and then rebuild a better relationship with you, you have to do better. You have to make an effort at correcting what you did wrong so it doesn't happen again in the future. Otherwise, what you've done is just given me a blueprint to let me know who you are. Let me know that it's not personal. Let me know from this point forward, I'll be dealing with you entirely different. Meaning at this point, I'm no longer going to take you personal. You're just there. There's no feelings in it. There's no anger. I don't wish you any harm, but I understand who you are, and I will now deal with you accordingly. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to put the video up about forgiveness that Tarek BB came up, and it's an entirely different perspective. But at the time that I was in pain, it really helped a lot. But like I said, one thing you need to understand, a lot of things that happen are not personal. You know how some people say it's not personal, it's business? That's the way a lot of people interact now. There's a connection that's missing. So understand it's not personal. It's no reflection of you and who you are. And I think sometimes that's where we get stuck with, how did I get here? Just realize it's not a reflection of you, but those lessons are put forward for you to learn. And the reason you get yourself caught up in that same situation 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times is because you didn't learn the first time. So just look at it for what it is. Learn the lessons that you should have learned for, because the beautiful thing about when people hurt you and things happen is you can now, if you really take the time to learn, you can now recognize what those tactics and what those actions are. So when you meet and involve yourself with new people, you can kind of be like, okay, I've seen this before. Anyway, find 1,000 reasons to smile. Enjoy your day. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.